What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Capcom Classics Mini Mix, which was released on the Game Boy Advance by Capcom. It's sensory and sweet. And this particular game is pretty much a compilation of the following three Capcom games that was released on the NES, which are Strider, Mighty Final Fight, and Bionic Commando. Now, Capcom Classics Mini Mix is a part of a series of compilation games called Capcom Classics, which Capcom pretty much put out a series of compilation games with different Capcom games in it. You know what I'm saying? Some have the arcade versions of the games that they made. You know what I'm saying? Some consist of like some of the games that was released on the NES, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying. Capcom Classics Mini Mix was a part of that, you know. Now, the plot of the game and the gameplay and all that are pretty much the same as the NES version of these games, you know what I'm saying. Like with Bionic Commando, for example, the guy I think his name is Lad, and is on a mission to rescue Super Joe and stop the Empire from building a super weapon called the Albatross. The plot to Mighty Final Fight is that the Mad Gear gang pretty much kidnapped Mike Hagar's daughter named Jessica, and Cody and Guy teams up with Mike Hagar to rescue Jessica and stuff. And with Strider, Haruku was hired to take out a fellow Strider named Kane, but he decided to rescue Kane instead, and uncovered pretty much a criminal conspiracy. You know what I'm saying, and all that. Now, like I said, nothing technically has changed involving these three games. You know what I'm saying, in terms of gameplay and plot. But the same thing can be said about the stages also, you know what I'm saying? Like Strider has pretty much 8 stages that remain. The 5 stages in Mighty Final Fight is the same. And Bionic Commando has like 22 stages overall, you know what I'm saying? So you're not going to those things technically isn't going to change pretty much like the weapons and moves that you get in these three games and stuff like that. And one thing I did notice that there isn't like an option menu in Capcom Classic Mini Mix, you know what I'm saying? So everything across the board just hasn't changed, you know what I'm saying? So you can't change like the number of lives you have or the difficulty or anything like that. You just go in, pick pretty much Strider, Captain Commando, or Mighty Final Fight. Just have at it, you know what I'm saying? And of course, with Mighty Final Fight, it's just a beat 'em up with RPG elements of leveling up. You know what I'm saying? So if you play that particular game, you know what I'm talking about. You know. Now, as far as the graphics and design for Capcom Classic Mini Mix, they're very good with some very nice color palettes. You know what I'm saying? And the controls and gameplay are excellent. You know what I'm saying? And I like the fact that Capcom kept with the with the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really deviate at all in terms of that. You know what I'm saying? And the soundtrack for Mighty Final Fight, Strider and Bionic Commando are very good too. You know what I'm saying? They didn't feel the need to like change anything about it. You know what I'm saying? They just kept everything as is with the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? I would say the only gripe that I can think of with Capcom Classics Mini Mix would be the difficulty with Bionic Commando, Mighty Final Fighter Strider, but I am quick to say that it will come off as like nitpicking. You know what I'm saying? So the difficulty is not that big of an issue. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you now one thing about Capcom Classic Mini Mix is that it is a good game. You know what I'm saying? And if you enjoyed Bionic Commando, Strider, and Mighty Final Fight when they came out on the NES, you're gonna pretty much enjoy these three games in Capcom Classic Mini Mix. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a good game and stuff like that. Especially if you're a fan of these particular games and stuff like that. Now, it really does come down to whether you are going to play Capcom Classics Mini Mix on the Game Boy Advance or the Game Boy Player, which is, of course, the GameCube accessory and stuff like that. It really does come down to personal preference in that area and stuff like that, you know. Now, as far as a score, I definitely give Capcom Classics Mini Mix a 9 out of 10, you know what I'm saying? The flaws are not worth bringing up. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, if you you can sound off in the comment section about Capcom Classics Mini Mix, whether you like Captain, Bionic Commando, not Captain Commando, you know, Strider or Mighty Final Fight. You know what I'm saying? Whichever game you want to talk about is pretty much fine. You know, and if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.